It's the coach. This is the 2021 season on EA Sports. Coming up, the big man, Derrick Henry, fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Buffalo Bills. With that, let's get up to Buffalo. Standing by at New Era Field, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Turn up. Kill, turn up.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They will run for the first time here with White. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Now Allen.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
Double dog, that's the way.
On 1st down, Allen. This pass complete to Higgins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's caught. This is White. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. From midfield, here's Allen. Open man is Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On second down, they'll run with White. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. J.J. Watt, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in and they take him down. The Bills get to him. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
I'm coming.
Draw play. It's Eckler. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Watson. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
All right, partner, count with me. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Look, he had all day to throw the football and never got rid of it and allowed for the sack. That's not on the offensive line.
Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. And he whips that one incomplete there. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got White here. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Let's go, baby.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
4 down.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the 1st quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Single.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. And Thomas has it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try the air now with Watson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Allen will try again on second down. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Allen from the gun on third down. And he fires one, but incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, Eckler. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on third and about 14. Now Watson.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the return, it's White. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Derrick Henry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Here's Watson. He gets it to Thomas. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Eckler. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Out of the gun, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Watson's throw is taken in by QT, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Allen.
He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Allen's throw caught by Jones.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Henry running right, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
That's where you belong.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
So here are the Texans to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
White now to return. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. On play action, Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Here is Eckler. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it's Deshaun Watson, who is the star of the first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Throwing on first down is Allen. And Walker has it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Looking downfield for Jones. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They'll run it again with Henry. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Faking the give, now Watson. He's going to let this one into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now Allen off the bootleg. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This is Henry. Breaks the tackle now with Alley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Allen. And he rifles one incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On the draw, it's White. About 3 yards there to the 27. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Hard throw, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Gay's kick is good. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So he exercises a few demons by getting that one to go, but tie game, so those two misses could still loom large.
They'll probably hang over him the rest of the way, you have to think. But now you get a fresh start. All even. Time for that defense to rise up and get the ball back.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Matt Weil now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So that flag will cost them 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run with Henry. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Allen to throw it. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Allen now looks to throw. It's caught. Jones.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. And what everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
From the gun, it's Allen. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Ooh, with a juke. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On the give, this is Eckler. And an alley to run. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On 1st down, Allen. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Henry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Complete to Jones. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. 2 1st downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Draw play, this is Henry. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That one goes against Deion Dawkins. After the penalty, it's Henry. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
55.
Again, it's Henry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because...
Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And this results in 6. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. Well, not only did they block it, the awareness to go and grab it and then take it into the end zone for 6 points. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence. If they just get their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Set to take over again, Deshaun Watson and this Texans offense. And boy, Charles, they have to find a way to just get him some time to breathe back there. He's been pressured throughout this game.
And I'll bet in his mind he's thinking the focus shouldn't be on how many times I've gone down. It's where is it happening? Where are the breakdowns up front? He'll never say it publicly because good leaders don't do that. But they've got to figure out what's happening in the offensive line to keep people away from him so he actually has a chance to throw the football, because so far that has not been the case.
5 full sacks against him. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now it's Miller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Thomas has got it. Complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be 3rd and 5. Watson on the screen. This is Eckler. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, he's got a couple more downs to play with.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. A handoff. It's Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. He's got Fuller. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing again is Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Watson on third down. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on third down. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Running on first down, Eckler. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To throw on second is Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Here's Watson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Shaq Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Houston. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's caught. This is White. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw, it's Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. That catch good for 5. It's third down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Allen going to go on 4th down. It's caught. Jones. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. This complete to Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He's back to throw. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw, and he slings one that's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip.
And they will take a knee here. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
We got 4.
And they take a knee. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Houston, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.